And this is our 7th race of the Rush Trucks season, and this time we're taking on the high banks of Talladega. It is, of course, our 7th race as stated beforehand, and we are live on the Fireball Talks NASCAR YouTube channel. It is the Alabama 150 here at Talladega Superspeedway, round 7 of a 10 race championship, and we are going to be on our way in 2 minutes time to the qualifying session. We don't have just 10 drivers tonight. We actually have a total of 25 entries on your screen right now. And it's going to be a rotating ticker for the first time in quite a while. It's the 89 machine of, I believe, Joshua Gathright. He's burning it down on pit road and keeping it in good style right now, going through a sea of drivers who are on pit road. A majority of these drivers have already taken their practice laps, very few without a time right now. Racing, we're going to get to it very, very soon, so sit tight because the action is going to be coming at you live as soon as ever. The 89 machine going to take it around, continues to burn it down. We're going to try to focus on drivers actually on the track. How about Michael Overstreet? Not on yet. Only gotten a few laps. Keith Hanlon, 16th on the chart so far. Breakthrough drivers have set a time, and only 2 of which have not. Juan Bayo, he's gone on for a few laps. He has not been able to complete any one of them. He does not count in the equation when it comes to completed laps. The 105 machine, and that is the driver of John Heidrich, I believe, is making his first start tonight, it looks like. Mitch Heidrich is on the track right now. This is going to be his first complete lap. Coming down just to the apron there. 33 seconds remain. Not a lot of draft he's going to be able to get right now, as Keith Hanlon still on his way as well. And the 88 machine looks like he just brought it down to pit road. John Robinson, first start for the driver of the 109, and Wesley Bowen in the 33 machine is in this event as well. Ashley Goebel coming into the chat to say, let's make this a good, clean race, everyone, and that is the hope from all of us. See the Rainbow Warrior inspired machine there, the 33, gonna lead it down, and driver number 1 in truck number 1, it's Ethan Marlowe right now, top of the charts in practice. And maybe going to be able to get it done for pole position in this event. That we're going to have to wait and see. The drivers are despawning in practice right now, and we're going to respawn when qualifying begins. You can put down the hottest lap to get into pole position. And Caleb Morrissey coming in the chat saying, have a good broadcast, guys. Appreciate the support. Unfortunately, this is going to be only the second race that Caleb Morrissey is not taking part in. 3 wins this season, has 50% of the wins locked up alongside fellow rival for victories, unfortunately not in points, Michael Overstreet, who does lead the points by over 200 as we come into this event. And Ashley Goebel going to continue the chat and says, shout out to 99 Gentner and his teammate 98 of Wielden, and that's the Hurricane Esports group right now. They've got quite a few drivers in the voice chat, not just the 99 and 98. Let's go, everyone. Good luck. And, of course, good luck to every single one of these drivers. These are the laps that matter. And while we're revving it up, I'm going to show you the point standings on your screens right now. This is how the points are going to enter Talladega. And you can see Michael Overstreet with a dominating advantage, as is over the remainder of the field, with Tanner Speakman in second and Caleb Morrissey in third. The 2 drivers, Overstreet and Morrissey, with 3 wins apiece. So we might see a first-time winner tonight. Michael Overstreet is in the session, but Caleb Morrissey is not. Our biggest mover in the points, it's Juan Bayo. He's just out of frame on your screen. He is 20th in the championship, made up 8 places in the last race at North Wilkesboro. Peter Hodgson and Sean Derriman, biggest losers in the point standings. They both fell 4 places down in the championship. Not good for them. Juan Bayo taking advantage, combining their losses to make a gain. He is now in the top 20 in points. And we're going to bring it back to the racing action right now. Nobody has set a time. Let's see who can get it done first. This is the driver of the 69, Jeremy Ratliff, and James Mott running a slightly different line. As you can see, at the 69 machine hugging the inside line. Shane Wheeldon going to be the first to cross the line, and he's going to put it down with a 102 on his warm-up lap. That's not going to count for anything so far. We're going to keep going as it looks like Sean Robinson one of the first to be able to make it to the line, but it looks like it's going to be Terry Mullum leading the procedure, and that's going to put him in the pole position for now. 56.101. Sean Robinson is almost 900ths off. And Jeremy Ratliff, second. Majority of the field not able to catch it. Terry Mullum putting down a good one. Can Wesley Boland do anything about it? We will see, as the Jason Miz machine is back the first time since, I believe, Las Vegas. And it was quite the start for Miz there in this series. 24 machine now. First onto the scene. Last time we saw him at Vegas, putting in some very good laps in contention for a majority of it. Just not able to get it done. Terry Mullum still leads the charts. Wheeldon's going to put it in second. Ratliff on his way as well to his final lap's conclusion. Patrick Jettner rolling across the track right now. The Mott brothers 9th and 10th. Terry Mullum still on top now. What can Mullum do about it? His run has just concluded. His second lap, not faster than his first. But he's holding on so far. Caleb Morrissey saying anyone but the clown in the 28, I hope, wins. So open for the most part, as I don't believe the 28 machine has put a lap down. A few drivers have not. Ethan Marlowe, Michael Overstreet, Don Scheidrich, Juan Bayo, Joshua Gathright, Brian Tarnowski, Tanner Speakman, Andrew Schroeder, Trevor Bergman, and that is the remainder of your field. Jason Miz not setting one down yet. Terry Mullum still leads the way. The qualifying session. Joseph Girallo is on the racetrack. And Joseph looking for a good run here. Got a good entry lap. What's he going to do with it? That we're going to find out. Shane Wheeldon, third on the chart so far. 99 machine, not on the charts yet. And there he is, Patrick Jettner. Trying to get it done tonight. And Jettner putting in some good results. The whole Hurricane Esports operation has been putting in some good runs. Just not able to capitalize at day's end. Let's see where they're going to put it right now. Looks like this time by, for Patrick Jettner, it's going to be third on the charts. It's going to be a second row with the Hurricane Esports drivers lined up side by side. He's handling. What can he do? Looks like he's just practicing now. Joseph Picciarello, last driver to be able to make it. What's he going to do? 7 seconds remaining. Coming to the line. It's going to be a last second dash. And the final lap is concluded. Joseph Picciarello will not put it on. Front row, he will split the Hurricane drivers. He's got a good position to start this event. The virtual grandstands crowded at Talladega. We're getting ready to see our starting grid for tonight's event. The majority of the drivers not loaded up yet. Our pole sitter is Terry Mullum. That machine makes a really good run of it. To see what he can do with this event. 55 laps of action here at Talladega. Gotta be consistent all the way around. Make this one happen. The Mullum machine still not on the racetrack. It's a 25 entry event. We wait to see driver the 27 who starts this race up front. In front of your screens there, Terry Mullum is, and we're going to go through our starting grid for today's event. Of course, leading it off on the front row, it's Terry Mullum with a 56.101, followed by Wesley Boland with a 56.117. Then, it's the Patrick Jettner machine just beside the Joseph Picciarello run. 3,000ths the difference for this second row. Shane Wheeldon, 2,000ths off the second row. He's going to put it on the third with Morris Mallow just beside him. Jeremy Ratliff and Devin Weaver, they're 7th and 8th. And rounding at the top 10, it's Keith Hanlon and Sean Robinson in his debut. William Kelly and Corey Mott, 11th and 12th. And James Mott going to be in 13th, just separated by a row, as Joshua Gathright, the first driver to qualify on iRacing and not on speed. Then we're going to have Tanner Speakman, Jason Miz, Ethan Marlowe, Michael Overstreet, Juan Bayo, Patrick Coro, Brian Tarnowski in 21st. Then it's going to be John Seidrich, another debutant in this event. Andrew Schroeder, Shea Derriman made a very strong run Derriman did in North Wilkesboro. And Trevor Bergman, he's going to be last on the grid tonight. Let's see if we can make it go last to first. Because now, with the exception of only 2 drivers, have the whole field loaded up. Just a few moments time before the racing gets into action. We are pacing now. Driver the 33 just out of frame there. Here's the field. They're on their way. Let's get to the action in just a lap's time. The entire field going to be brought up on the left side of your screen. That is show all 25 of these guys. It looks like some of them have not made it to the entry. This event, certain drivers loading back in. It looks like we're going to see more and more pop up as the night goes on. Terry Mullum posted her for the first time. The 55 lap event. We have a stage break at lap 15. The top 5 will be given bonus points as well as an end of line penalty. So we're going to see who wins the first stage of this event. 65% fuel. They're not going to be able to make it go all the way. Mixed setup tonight. And cautions are automatic. So anything that constitutes an iRacing caution, we will see one thrown. 3 extra tires, 3 overtime events. Leather. Eps. And 1 fast repair. You bin it, you're going to get 1 more chance at it. Let's hope you don't bin it twice. 55 laps. If you can make it to the halfway point with your fast repair, you're in good spirits. Of course, the overtimes, they're going to throw it into a different question. Only a half lap the distance until we get to the action here in Talladega. Data cameras showing the banking. An absolute monolith in racing, 2.66 miles, the longest oval track on the NASCAR circuit. Just 0.15 of a mile longer than Daytona International Speedway and Pocono Raceway. The longest in the series. Run the apron fast, you can run the infield fast. These drivers stick to what they know tonight as Terry Mullum will lead them down to the road. The iRacing pace truck pulling in right now. It's going to be a Chevy and a Toyota on the front row with a Ford not far behind. Led by a driver we haven't seen on pole position all season. For the first time tonight, we are green from Talladega. 55 laps of action, and we're getting started right now. Mullum, monster start there. 33 machine's going to have to slot right in. And we are underway. Back of the pack, still catching up right now. Looks like we have, the exception of just a few drivers, most of the field, 20 cars on this lead pack. Single file so far. Hurricane Esports working together on the inside line. What can they do? Just a look at the 19 machine's going to go for the lead. That is Morris Mallow. My apologies, the dark side machine taking it to the high side and not going to be able to make it stick. He's going to get to lead it. Field bunched up already. Few drivers blinking in the back. But no one in the front. For the first lap of this event, they're going to be coming to the line. It's going to be Mellum leading them to it. Aaron Mellum gets that first lap done. More than 50 to hold on tonight to the victory. Let's see whether or not he can do it. First time we've seen him up front from the jump. They put together an incredible first qualifying lap. An awfully impressive one at that. Right now it's the Mellum and Marlowe show up front. They're double files. It's going to be a 2-car tandem between the 33 machine and the 27 run so far. We got 12 concurrent viewers watching, and I thank you all for the support. If you enjoy the action, be sure to like and subscribe. It supports the channel. It supports these great leagues. If you enjoy the racing, always be assured hit that like button, hit the subscription, as the action is just getting started tonight. 2-car tandem, it's pulling away. Hurricane Esports guys, now they are on different rows. Not going to make it happen for long. Back down. There goes Shane Wheeldon trying to catch up to the drivers just in front. That is the 33 and the 27. How about we go on board with the driver of the 98. Two positions so far in this event. He's just in the back bumper of Wesley Bowler. Can't do anything about it so far. They're all lose them. Inside line of the racetrack. stiff front. They're going to have to put the bumper to him. The crowds, they are standing. They're giving innovation every single time they come down the start-finish line. But the driver's not paying attention to that at all. They're paying attention to one another. Sean Robinson in his debut is now at the fourth. Ashley Goldberg saying a great start to everyone, and that is the case. The wheel, they're making a good run of it. Patrick Jenner getting slotted down. They're going to go side by side with Jason Miz. A good run of it so far for a majority of the Jeep drivers. You see the cockpit camera, 7,000 revs a minute. Having a leader going at 6,900. A bit of a difference when you're in the draft compared to when you're not. That is going to be noticed by these guys, the reflection on the back of his truck. Everything's simulated here on iRacing. For the racing, it can't get realer than this. These guys are pushing to the limit. Golden's going to try to go to the inside. Doesn't make it happen. That time by, though. And it's still going to be led by Terry Mellum, making a good run of it so far. Shuffling in the back of the pack. So far tonight. They're all doing a great job. The 98 and 99 separated by one car. 98 and 99 are going to go to the high side together, and they're going to take Wesley Bolin with them. Mellum might be losing some ground here. The outside line getting stacked up with one another. And for the first time tonight, we got a new leader, it looks like. Yes, we do. Wesley Bolin going to go to the front. We got a wreck. And we're trying to get footage of it. Looks like we have a caution on the racetrack. And the automatic camera is there. Just going to move to the auto cockpit camera. But look at this. 16 destroyed in the background. This one's a big one. Four-car Devin Weaver involved as well. Going to send it back 20 seconds. See what just happened. Machine almost sends it 3 there. Not going to happen there. Oh, just goes down. Oh, I think that was the 109 machine. And that was Sean Robinson. Was part of that. We're going to go back, get a little bit of a closer perspective. You can see swipes down. They get it in the wall. Spins it out. Drivers in the back of the pack able to avoid it. And that is unfortunate. A lot of drivers caught up in that. Sean Robinson, he comes down and you can see that 16 machine destroyed. That is the driver of Corey Mott. Doesn't look to be in good standings right now. That car does not look to be. 16 truck, the Wendy sponsored drive. On the racetrack right now, looks at the fast repair has been implemented. So as the fast repair for Devin Weaver and Sean Robinson, Jerry Ratliff involved as well. As we have a new leader on the racetrack, it's Morris Marlowe. As the majority of the field is going to come down pit road. To try to check on the pit lane camera. You see these guys are coming in right now. Led by the 33, Wesley Bolin. Our new leader, Terry Mellum, according to the timing and scoring now. Looks like Mellum blinked before. And you can see, takes just about half of the field with him. Lap 7 to 55. It's going to be led off. Not by the 33 machine, but this time by the driver. Appears to be. For the timing and scoring, Devin Weaver, but it doesn't make sense. That is Shea Derriman just in front of Wesley Bolin and Patrick Jettner and Shane Wheeldon as well. More drivers continue to come out right now. Watching the conclusion of this pit road battle. And that is, I believe, the 55 machine of Trevor Bergman, who has just came off pit road. And that is the case. And Joshua Gathright saying that 89 truck is fire. Now we take a look at that 89 machine. Now that we're getting the recommendation to do so, and that is Joshua Gathright's machine. He's in 4th right now. Made a blinding start in the Las Vegas event. Really put them all to it. And he made an impressive run there. Not able to seal the deal, but tonight, 100% sure that Gathright looking to do so. How about Andrew Schroeder in the New York Yankees machine? Yet another New York sports team represented by the driver of the 48. Always an interesting one to see what Andrew Schroeder will bring along every week. This time, it is the New York Yankees. Riding on board with him, got the Jets fire suit on with the helmet matching as well. All out for New York sports teams. The driver of the 48 is Joseph Picciarello, now up to third in the Federated Auto Parts machine, avoided the wreck, and he's up here for a reason. Lap 7 of 55. Tires have not gotten worn in all too much. Staying out seemed to be the key for the driver of the 93 is Morris Marlowe, making a good run of it. And the dark side machine was almost up there to lead, and Terry Mellum back to the point, following a short period where he lost it to the driver of the 33. Slowly weaving our way through this event. Majority of the drivers appear to be in this one, and it looks like all 25 entrants, or rather 24, as we have lost one driver, and I believe that is Tanner Speakman due to internet issues, are on the racetrack right now, getting service done to the car. That's going to be the 24 machine, not taking the fast repair yet. That's Jason Miz. Saving it for later. Seems to be the plan for the driver, the 24. Let's see if he can stick to it over the rest of this event. Still a long way to go. Still a lot of time for a caution to occur. So playing the long game, Jason Miz will, as we're double filed again, waiting for the restart to conclude. It appears now that we have 15 concurrent viewers watching this event. I thank every single one of you for stopping by. We are under caution, and it would mean the world to me to see some of you guys leave that like button if you do enjoy the action. I hope that this is a captivating broadcast, and always love to see the support in the chat room. Any feedback is great feedback to hear, and it does help us not only in the broadcast booth but with the league. We hope to see it better racing week after week, and I believe that we've been seeing it. North Wilkesboro was quite the event, endurance at the end, but of course an action-packed one for the first half. We hope that Talladega will be the same. This is our first caution of the night, 8 laps in. And we're going to be getting back to the action shortly, so if you do enjoy the programming, be sure to leave a like. It's always greatly appreciated on the Fireball Talks NASCAR YouTube channel. Number 27 machine leads the way over the 19 of Morris Marlowe. Joseph Picciarello is in third, followed by Joshua Gathright, Andrew Schroeder, James Mott, Keith Hanlon. Then, in 8th position, it is the driver of the 88. Hamlin appears to be shuffling back and forth when it comes to timing and scoring, and Solar ZXD is saying to look at the one truck, and the one truck is Ethan Marlowe, and that's the Haley Deegan, I suppose, inspired machine to say the least. The Haley Deegan on the hood. Certainly, some work's been done to that paint scheme. That is for sure. Seen a few Haley Deegan inspired machines like that in my time on the service, so definitely not the first time I've seen something like that. Always interested to see one of those paint schemes on the service of the David Gillerin Racing number 1 machine on the truck. So that's a fun one to watch. But right now we're going to watch the restart, of course, with the one car included, the 89 as well. But it's going to be led once again by Terry Mullen. Inside he goes once again, now into the Geico restart zone. And for the second time tonight, the first restart of the night, we're green again. Machine taking it far and away by a car length right now over Joseph Picciarello. Sean Derriman saying, look at that 876 machine. 76, of course. The 27 machine, though, far and away. It's the majority of the field not able to catch up immediately. Some cars out of frame include Keith Hanlon. He's now going to just pop back in it. The top 10 almost in a bundle. They're wrapped up right now. Terry Mullen, Joshua Gathright, just pushing on Morris Marlowe right now as Marlowe is your new race leader. Entirety of the field going to make it through that one. And our new leader, the 19, pushed by the 89 machine. It is a sight to behold when these trucks come down the front straightaway at Talladega. Always one worth watching. 19. Joshua Gathright in second in the Rainbow Chrome machine. Right now, second and third respectively. The Jack Daniels truck of James Mott not able to do much right now. Joseph Picciarello holding on to the top 5 with Andrew Schroeder, Keith Hanlon. He's followed by a bundle of cars including Bolden, Darren, and Kelly, and Jetner. This is the mid-pack. They're going 3 wide there. Nothing's going to come of it. How about that? These guys get closer and closer to one another, and they keep it together. Bettner there, trying to catch up to his teammates. Marlowe still leads the way by just about a bumper's width. And one bumper the difference between first and second, and about half a car length the difference between second and third. Terry Mellum making a good rounds of it in that 27 chromatic machine. Goes to the high side, not going to make anything stick. Just taking a peek out of the draft a few times, just once. Now going to try to do it twice. Not getting any time. This two-car tandem up front is taking the lead far and away. Keith Hanlon going to drop out of the back. Back there in the back of this pack, it is going to be the 16 machine. Following the damage, surprise receive. It's Corey Mott back in the frame. Looks like his fast repair has been taken. He's caught up to Keith Hanlon. Might be able to get an extended draft to get into this pack. 19 machine of Morris Marlowe still leading the way. And Joshua Gathright trying to push him out. And Terry Mellum's getting back into this fight. Can he do anything about it? We're going to find out. Nothing so far. Mellum still to the outside, dead even right now. The inside line getting away. Everyone keeping it safe though. Mellum making it just a little bit higher. Still going to try to keep that momentum going, but the 19 of Morris Marlowe still keeps the lead. In Talladega so far, it looks like the Hurricane Esports guys are connected to one another once again. They're making a good round of it as we stand. Driving the 27 show, trying to fight on the high side. Nothing's been made of it. I'm going to get a run on the high side. Maybe going to be able to pass the 89 this lap, but definitely not going to get past that 19. Coming across the tri-oval, it's Derriman just behind the 27 machine. And this time by, nothing's going to happen. It's still the 19's take. 19 of Morris Marlowe moves up to the high side. Joshua Gathright going to be left up that inside line for his own. The outside, much more. Whoa, Shea Derriman! And we got a wreck. The yellow flag is out. Big one. It looks like on the apron. Mott going to get through. Overstreet. Too far back. That was involving Joseph Picciuolo. In 22nd position. Just got some major damage to that truck. A little bit of a weave there by William Kelly, I believe, that set this one off. Jay Derriman. He got wiggled first. Oh, and then it's going to be Wheeldon, I believe, there. Andrew Schroeder caught up as well. Schroeder appears to be fine. We're going to send that back just a bit because he spun just after. You can see just behind the mayhem, the 98 machine sent it there on Wheeldon. Oh, and 48 machine gets some front end damage. He's going to be one of the last of them to be involved. No engine damage to that Yankees machine, but definitely a hit. Not want to experience. Jay Derriman definitely has some damage there. On that left side of the truck. Otherwise, still seems to be in rolling condition. He saved it. I'm going to send a minute back to see how he saved it. Yeah, onto the cockpit camera right now. That we do. Rival camera here. This is the center piece. The truck being used as a camera right here. Now we're going to hand movement. We'll look into a tap. Gets the tap. Puts it in. Saves it. The wreck unfolds behind him. The 20 machine there. James Mott. He's safe. Doesn't even be affected at all. He's looking to smear on either end. That is going to save both of those drivers for races as we stand. 20 machine of James Mott is on pit road right now, and we are watching the race off of pit road. And you can see there's Terry Mellum, our pole sitter. He's making a good round of it so far. Just in front of the camera. There is the 93 of Joseph Picciarello coming in to service his damage. Mullins on his way. He's going to be beat out almost by Gentner. Not going to happen this time, or is it? Yes, it is. That's Patrick Gentner to the point over James Mott and Terry Millum. Just behind them, Ethan Marlowe, Shea Darren, Shea Wheeldon, Corey Mott, and then Wesley Bolin, Andrew Schroeder, William Kelly, Trevor Bergman, Juan Bayo, Keith Hanlon, Don Sheedrich, Jeremy Ratliff, Kevin Weaver, and Joseph Picciarello, the last of them. Picciarello just coming off of pit road right now. Your leader, Boris Marlowe, once again. Looks like it's been back and forth between the 27 and the 19 so far. Here is the 99 of Patrick Gentner with Gathright, the third position. Rolling up slowly, the 89 machine is. It looks like these guys might just be waiting for the pace car. Although it just looks like they're slowly rolling up to the pace car, maybe to save fuel. There is the Haley Deegan machine of Ethan Marlowe. Having a good run of it so far. And Morris Marlowe just behind him. Corey Mott, the 16 machine, rolling up into the scene with a Wendy's truck. And Wesley Bolin, he is in 6th right now. Your top 5 made up mostly, I believe, Ford machines. And that is the case. Your top 3, all Ford, led by Patrick Gentner. Waiting on the majority of the field to catch back up. In esports, 1st and 3rd, they'll be on the same row when the restart begins. So it is quite strategic to have them both just behind one another. They might be able to pull away on this move alone. We might just see the move of the race coming early. Whether or not it's going to happen, we're going to find out. Just a few moments time. Few minutes before we get back to the action. Still single file. We're going to have 2 laps to green following this short caution. Second one of the night. Our first to happen on lap 6. Saw a little bit of a pit cycle then and there. Or then. First green flag stint. We've had 2 so far. Lap 16 of 55. We're making our way through. They're double file. It's 1 lap to green now. We get into the action very, very soon. Majority of the field has rolled up. That is the 21st through 24th section of the cars on your ticker. Majority of these guys are still in the race, but timing and scoring not catching them yet. 99 machine, a Hurricane Esports truck. That is Patrick Gentner leads the remainder of the field. Now it's the 99, then the 1, then the 98, then the 16 machines. Those are your fast 4. Comes to this restart. I think we're going to see a fast start for the 98 and the 99 because that 98 is going to have full permission to go all the way and shove the 99. Leads this event to the green flag. So hopefully we're going to see a great restart from the outside line as well. Corey Mott and Ethan Marlowe. We haven't seen them run up front together in quite some time, if at all. The top 20 is on your screen right now. Hurricane Esports machines are going to make a storm. They get a good restart in this lap. iRacing pace truck on the second groove of the racetrack right now, coming through its final terms of use. This caution, if you get the second restart underway. By Gentner. Followed by Wheeldon. Then Corey Mott machines and here's Marlowe machines on the outside line. William Kelly, he's up to 6th. Trevor Bergman up to 7th, and Juan Bayo is up to 8th, looking for his 4th straight top 5. In a Fireball Talks NASCAR broadcasted event, will he be able to do it? We're going to find out tonight. 99 getting far ahead of the remainder of the field, and Wheeldon not making the move to go up there yet. Very, very big advantage, and he is going to lead them down for the second time tonight. We are green from Talladega, and Marlowe's going to get a better start than Wheeldon. Not sure what's going on here. Good start by jumping. Not sure what that was about. 99 machine ahead so far. Now the machine is catching up. 98 just behind him.
Look at the restart and 99. restart zone, he was able to jump as far ahead as he wanted. But to me, I figured that starting as in front against everybody else would be a hurt more than a gain.
That is Dorado working on the microphone, broadcasting right now when it comes to the volume. On to the remainder of this event, lap 17 of 55. The show goes on, led by Gentner and Ethan Marlowe just behind. Looks like the Hurricane teammates missed their opportunity to make it happen beforehand, but they're still first and third as it stands.
Now, right, you want a 99 to lose that inside lane. That one pushing him through turns 1 and 2. The 98 just sitting him just behind the lead of the inside lane as we came across the line. When we came to restart, we've already got a lap track down the Alabama Gang super stretch back straightaway. Your Talladega Superspeedway. Your top 10 is the same nearly as it was. The 98 is just shaving away from the bumper. The one machine, the one now off of the 99. The lap car does go to the apron on the inside, but as we get ready to come across to the trial, where once again the 99 still leads the inside lane as we get ready to go again to begin lap number 19 of 55 here at Talladega Superspeedway. The 99 leads the inside lane. There's a bit of pack separation going on just behind. Then we can see there are two packs starting to form.
We got one of the wall. That is
one of the wall. Two cars on the outside wall.
Wow.
The yellow flag is out.
And the big one at Talladega.
Bale, Gathright, Schroeder, Marlowe. All of these names involved and many more. We're going to get a major replay on that one. Juan Bale involved in the first blow. Not able to escape it. That 52 was not. But this is the tail end of the lead pack.
So here's what happened.
55, but Trevor Bergen makes the first contact, and then the 19 machine just comes down. Everyone gets hit after that. Very close there for, I believe, Sean Robinson. No, that was the driver of the 91. Patrick Cordell making a quick escape. Jason Mitch not able to. Is John Ziedrich made a very close escape. And the 19 truck just lost it there. That was Morris Marlowe. Engine destroyed. That 19 truck right now. Not able to do much about it. Just gonna have to limp it down to pit road and use that fast repair if he still has it. Car's rear end has become a void. The Marlowe machine, not much more can be done. The iRacing pace truck in the background. Juan Bale also trying to get onto pit road right now, and it looks like in the live feed he has just made it to the entry of pit road. There we go. See Crab walking the Marlowe machine is, and Sean Robinson already made down to pit road. Michael Overstreet, quiet race, is in 15th. Not used to him not dominating an event as he has beforehand. 3 wins on the season, 6 completed races so far. Jason Miz, still on your frame. Got a lot of damage, but it doesn't look like it's from this wreck. It's from the wreck beforehand. He's going to go and service it a little more as he tried to stay in the back with that damage beforehand, not using his fast repair unless he absolutely needs to. It's a race off pit road time. We're going to see who can get it done and see who loses the most when it comes to position. There he goes. The 24 machine does. This is the perspective for a majority of these drivers. 93 of Joseph Pietrallo coming up to the front and center of the frame. Gonna back it down onto pit road. Let's see who gets it done first. Already got one off. That is Don Ziedrich. It looks like Pietrallo gonna beat him off though. Like Joseph Pietrallo gonna be the winner off of pit road. Long service expected for the guys here. Jason Miz looks like he has taken his fast repair. Lap 21 of 55, so that's a little bit of risk. Not even halfway through. Remainder of the field on pit road has not come out. After Gentner still leads the way in the 99 machine. Teammate in third once again. Maybe they get the restart done this time by. That's going to set them up for victory.
Right you are, as we head down the backstretch, hopefully for the final time if they advance the yellow. If not, we'll go by one more time The 99 leads over the 1 to 98, the 33 in tow just behind, then led by the 55, 69, 16, 32, 27, and the 4, all lined up in line to get ready. That's your top 10 for the restart. So we're going to cross the line again, and as it stands right now, we're going to cross the line one more time to get ready for another restart here at Talladega Superspeedway. If the yellow is not advanced, we will sit here behind the car, the pace car once again. But as we enter into turn 3 and 4, it looks like we're going to ride single file once again for another lap with the yellow not being advanced. The pace car lights are still blinking, as you can see by the tail lights on the pace truck. So we will not be going 1 to green this time by unless they go out. But as you can see, they're still blinking, meaning that we will stay behind the pace car until one more lap around. And once that lap is ended, we'll be going green here once again at Talladega Superspeedway and get ready for some more pack racing action with the Rush Truck Series.
All right, about that, and we have seen that these cautions usually are 2 laps, so I do believe next lap by we will see an advancement. We'll be going double file with Ethan Marlowe on the high side of the racetrack, leading the outside charge, and Shane Wheeldon backing up to his teammate Patrick Gentner on the inside line. We're going to find out, though, coming down to the start-finish line, the 99 is, we're going to get back to the action either next lap by or the lap after this. Click down to the front straightaway. Going to be within 2 laps, or no, within the next lap, we are double file, and Ethan Marlowe has assumed his position on the front row. The majority of the field here in the fan cam shot. The stands are packed. This event, you can see all of these trucks still in the action. We only have, when it comes to retirements, 2 drivers, it appears, Andrew Schroeder and Shea Derriman. The remainder of the field, 22 trucks, still going at it. Shane Wheeldon, he is in 3rd. The Hurricane Esports guys, they are 1st and 3rd as it stands. They're coming down the first set of turns 1 and 2. Led by the iRacing pace truck, fitting with the Rush Trucks League, that we get the Chevrolet Silverado here at Talladega Superspeedway as our pace truck, an unbadged Silverado. The Silverado, nonetheless, you can tell by the front lighting scheme. Third of the field still rolling their way halfway down the backstretch, half a lap before we get back to the racing.
Yeah, that's a good move for both of the esports guys to be lined up 1st and 3rd. Every odd number lines up on the inside lane. Every even number lines on the outside lane. So it's good for the teammates to be back-to-back. They can push each other to where they're 1-2 on the start. If the top side lane does not get rolling fast enough, the inside lane will have an easy shot to go for the lead. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see the 98, the 99 and the 98 here hooked up once we cross the start-finish line to begin the lap after the restart.
Absolutely, lap 22 now. We're going to be at lap 23 when we get back to the action. The final turn, turn number 4, if we get down to the front straightaway to go back at it again. Pace car going to take the left turn into pit road. And for this restart, how about we crank it up as these drivers in these NASCAR Truck Series machines are going to push it to the limit. We're going to put it on the crank it up cam and watch this restart from the perspective of the loudest and fastest cameras in all of NASCAR. It is time. We are now almost green again from Talladega. We're going to crank it up. are back from that crank up lap 24 of 55, and we are still led by the Patrick Jettner machine, and Shane Wheeldon has gotten to the back bumper of his teammate. Those two, the Hurricane Esports machines, have made a good run of it, and they are first and second, and they're not going to be separated anytime soon. At the 98 and 99, still making it happen. Oh, we got Corey Mata backwards, right into the camera. Caution is out. Big wreck.
The caution is out once again here at Talladega Superspeedway. The trucks roll to a stop, and that is a huge incident off of turns 3 and after turns 1 and 2.
That is turns 3 and 4. Here's the replay. Corey Mott, he went backwards. That's how it started. Spun into the camera on the racetrack. And Terry Mellon went to the outside. Corey Mott tried to block. 3 wide. And the 19 of Morris Marlowe looks like once again involved in an incident. Oh, Sean Robinson turns Juan Bayo. And that
doesn't hit the wall. Now that's a good save to keep the front end out of contact with the wall, because if you get your front end damaged, it immediately kills your truck, especially at a plate track. Even at a momentum track, if you get your front end all twisted up in the trucks, you are going to be at least off the pace by more than 2-3 tenths.
But it does look like Juan Bayo got some damage out of that one. We're going to see whether or not that is from the incident. And it looks like it was. Still, a hard hit there for the 52 machine. Watch it happen. Yeah,
it looks like he just checked up in front and got his long nose so that we can see that it dented. But he did a good job to keep it out of the outside retaining wall so that it wasn't worse than it already was. So it is dented up and hit for sure, but at least the bumper is not completely off, which is at least more than a minute in iRacing terms of repair. But the 52 with the damaged front end will go to pit road to get that damage fixed. But as I was saying before, the truck damage is so sensitive in iRacing that even if you get it maybe just your right front or your right left just maybe bent up a bit or just bent out of shape, you're going to be at least a couple times slower, even on a momentum track. So aerodynamics here at Talladega Superspeedway are more than crucial to at least put on a good showing to, the trucks are equal with the fixed setup, but you got to make sure that your car is clean if you want to at least finish the race in the top 5.
Absolutely. This is the race off pit road right now. Sean Robinson just in frame as far as we are aware. The 109 machine actually looks to be yet another retirement. Looks like that incident not able to keep him in the mix following what had just occurred, and unfortunate that that's the way it goes sometimes. Robinson, of course, turning into Juan Bayo, trying to avoid the incident with Corey Mott. Mott got it turned around just fine, able to save the car, but it looks like getting some optional damage repaired right now. Not using fast repair, we already saw him use it beforehand, so otherwise the car is in the most case fine. He's going to be getting back to the racing very, very soon. Ethan Marlowe leads the way over the remainder of the field. Morris Marlowe involved in his second incident during that caution. Not a great race for the 19 machine, following his shuffle back to the middle of the pack. If you do enjoy the action, be sure to like and subscribe. It is always greatly appreciated on the Fireball Talks NASCAR YouTube channel. The more likes, the more likely that this stream is promoted to other viewers, and of course, the more likely you are to tune back in. And we hope that you enjoy the stream, that you enjoy the action that we present every Sunday night with the Rush Trucks League. Lap 26 of 55, led by Ethan Marlowe, and Keith Hanlon is in second. Joseph Picciarello, Patrick Jettner, Terry Mullum, Shane Wheeldon, Wesley Bolin, Trevor Bergman, Joshua Gathright, William Kelly round out the top. And then John Cedric in his debut in the 105 machine, then Corey Mott, Jerry Ratliff, Jason Miz, Michael Overstreet, still running a quiet 15th place day. That 39 machine is, followed by Morris Marlowe back in the racetrack following yet another incident. Looks like the damage that he got this time by not as much as that he accumulated beforehand, so he may just be fine to go at it again. Lap 26 of 55, so we will be back at the racetrack. Tarnowski, Weaver, still watching by. That is a majority of your field right now, led by Ethan Marlowe, and of course, with now Keith Hanlon in position.
Yeah, right you are. As we're pacing here once again at Talladega Superspeedway, I believe when we cross the line, it should go one lap to green, needing the trucks will line up double file once again. The one truck being out in front. Again, smart organizing there by the two esports teams, as they'll be lined up bumper to bumper once again. So clearly, being teammates, they are trying to work together because it does take teamwork to win Talladega. You can't win this race on your own. If you've got your teammates there back to behind you to push you all the way, you will get a race victory if they don't get any tangled in any wrecks, or if they stay, keep their nose clean. But as you roll on throughout this race, you'll find out who is your teammates and who is the people to avoid on track. And right now, I'm thinking that the 99 and the 98 will try and help each other there until lap 55.
They are 4th and 6th right now. They are once again together, and that's going to be to their advantage once again. Ethan Marlowe, he is a known commodity up front. Keith Hanlon has not had the best of races so far, but he has made his way all the way up, and he is there for a reason, and he is here to prove it. He might have a little bit of damage there on that sun drop machine, but it is only on the left side. We saw some drivers get left side damage before and still make their way back up. Race is definitely not over for Hanlon. He just has to stay on it. The Haley Deegan machine leads the way right now. That is the one truck. Ford F-150s are dominating this event so far. We've got 2 in the Fast 4. And looking back to the top 6, it is going to be 3 Fords in the top 6 positions. So much time before we get back to the action. Pace truck going to make that left turn very, very shortly onto pit road. We'll be seeing it in just a moment's time off the racetrack and onto pit road as these trucks beside it take the show away. Only so much time remains. It is lap 27 of 55. We have passed the halfway point. Just about, I believe. This is time to get back at it. Ford F-150 Marlowe going to lead the way, and it's going to be Keith Hanlon on 2nd position. Then Picciarello in the 93 machine, he is in 3rd. Hurricane Esports 4th and 6th. Let's see
green
what
flag,
they do. We are green again from Talladega.
And as we're green once again, not the Guardian Esports trucks lined up. The Hurricane Esports trucks lined up on the top side lane. Getting a bit shuffled up, but then you can see the 99 trying to get the outside lane to win as the one truck already starts to get a lead. I think this outside lane's going to get good momentum down the back because we can see that the leader is already starting to push out a lead as the 99 almost turns the truck down out of turn number 2. But as we get down the back straightaway once again, and this caution, then the 99 is involved. The one truck and the 99 hard to the outside and the inside wall. The 99 taking a vicious lick. And as I said, they were working together. The 99 truck gets involved into the inside wall. Hits hard the 99. And as I said, he almost turned him. Brad Keselowski style. Hard. Look at the toe. Here is a replay of the incident there. Coming off of turn number 2, the 99 was on. It was about to be on him. I don't know what happened here. He goes low. So here's what happened. He goes low. He goes to the middle. Split him 3 wide. And the one just comes up thinking he isn't there and tag, and down they go. 2-car incident. But look at the hit the 99 had, just bam, right in the wall and right across the track. And just nowhere really for the 99 to go. He was a sitting passenger. He took a 3 wide middle, and he had every right to do so. He was clear by all means, and then the one just came up the track, and nowhere for him to go after that. But at fault for me is the one because he came up. And here's another view of the incident there. You can see the 99 just getting ready to push. I believe that's the 38 just out in front, getting ready to go. On the outside lane all lined up in the middle lane, and they're about to get ready to get a big run on the one. You can see that the gap closing and closing. So the one trying to be aggressive and block both lanes doesn't work out as the 99 goes to the middle.
I would argue, actually, that's a little bit of a different thing. The 99 went down.
The 99 does go down, but you can also see the one comes up. If you follow the line on the track, you can see the one goes up a bit, but the 99 comes down because he sees the car in front of him going down. I'm not too sure anymore. From the outside cameras, it looks like the one comes up, but I'd argue to say the 99 comes down now.
We're going to get a in-car camera perspective from the one machine on this one to see what was going on for sure. And this is from the rear camera. This is from the middle. So we're going to see the hand input.
You can see
I don't think so.
No, I'm not too sure anymore. It looks like oh yeah, oh my god, from cockpit view, the 99, hard looking to the inside wall, almost hit the, he almost hit, the track extra, exit and entry point there, he barely missed it.
I just think that Hanlon may have given him too little room for comfort, although he was clear. He shifted down to the left side. And looking at the hand of it, I don't believe the one machine had anywhere to go, and he wasn't really focusing on a block. Vicious hit. Patrick Gentner, engine destroyed. You may say race over from that point. As he is on pit road right now, trying to make everything work out. Getting it towed. It's been a 2.5-minute session on pit road. Keith Hanlon leads the way over the remainder of the field right now. Your iRacing pace truck has popped into existence. That is how this race has gone so far. I think that's just a racing deal. If anything, maybe you can say a little more fault to the one machine or to the 99 machine, depending on your perspective of it. But I would say for the most part, that is a racing deal. And Keith Hanlon inherits the lead following that incident, lap 30 of 55. We're getting to the point where we can say it's just about under 25 to go. In just a few laps time, we're going to get back to the 1 to green cycle in just a few turns time. And after that lap, we'll be back to the green flag.
Yeah, right, you are. Now that I'm reconsidering my decision, I think more fault has to go to the 99. I mean, he was trying to split a 3-wide middle, and I could see every opportunity, and he was clear. Had he just held his lane, though, he would have maybe bumped the car in front of him and, you know, let him know, hey, I'm still here. But as he went down, he came across and just snatched his left rear just came across the right front of the one truck and, you know, tumbling down to the inside wall to go. But I'd have to say, as much as I didn't want it to be, the 99 car, I believe, is at fault. The incident that followed from splitting a 3-wide middle. And I think that's a perfectly okay racing move to do. If you're good enough, you can split a 3-wide middle even when the cars are neck and neck, side by side. You can just make a gap there when there isn't one to begin with. But you can see that he was following the gap that was there. But had he just held his line, maybe just a bit more in the middle lane, that wreck wouldn't have happened. But the 99 car is involved in a horrible wreck as he came slamming into the inside wall across the track. And of course, when I say that the two teammates need to keep the nose clean and work together, one of their teammates, the more dominant of the two, gets completely wrecked out due to his own nature.
Now it's up to Shane Wheeldon, who is on the outside line, this time by himself against Keith Hanlon. Hanlon has not started up front all too often. Of course, he's going to inherit the lead off of the move that he made just to not go aggressive at that restart. And he is going to lead the field down. This iRacing pace truck still has a half lap's time before it leaves the area of Talladega Superspeedway's racing surface. It goes down once again to pit road. In third position, just behind the Wheeldon and Hanlon duo, is Trevor Bergman. Then it's going to be Joseph Picciarolo in fourth, and Morris Marlowe back in fifth. Corey Mott is in sixth. Here in the round list, Kevin Beaver, Joshua Gathright, and Jason Miz, who rounded the top 10, are all up front, with William Kelly, Terry Mullum, Wesley Bolin, and James Mott 14th. Just in front of Ethan Marlowe, Son Dietrich. Michael Overstreet is in 17th, still playing it safe so far, as it seems his teammates have not been doing the same. Ryan Tarnowski has not fared all too much better. The 17th and 18th and 19th duos, or rather the trio of Oversteer Motorsports, are all in the back waiting for something to happen when the race gets to its final stages. But as it stands, Keith Hanlon leading the way. The 99 machine of Patrick Gentner appears to be out of this one. 3 laps down. Still getting towed. Keith Hanlon not in the same position as the 99 machine, in a much better one to be exact, as the 88 machine gonna run him down to the start-finish line for the first time, led by the Sun Drop machine. Pace car into pit road, and you know what that means. Entering the Geico restart zone, we are now gonna be just about green from Talladega once again. We are back to the action.
Back green once again. Oh, sorry,
Great start, my apologies there. Go on.
But we're restarted again here at Talladega, and as I'm seeing, the leader just decides to cut, and I think this is more damage to the 88, because as the pack gets reformed, they're going to go miles ahead of the 88, so he's got to do some aggressive lane blocking, Joey Logano style, down the back. You can see that the 98 already starting to catch up. Where does he go? He goes high, he gets ready for the move. He's already got the run on the 88, and around the outside he goes, he'll cut back down. But now they're already going 3 wide after the restart, so aggressive, starting to get a lane. We're already going 3 wide, 2 abreast. And as we go down to the turns 3 and 4, and this contact again, they say that no, they didn't get on the outside wall. Caution is out once again. The 16 is involved. And as I said, they were going fairly well. No caution was required. There is the caution. They were running just fine, already starting to get aggressive. And as I thought that it was going to be an issue with the leader being that far out in front, I called it with an incident in the back of the pack.
Corey Mott, he was up front when that occurred. This is going to end Corey Mott's night. He's already used his fast repair. Not a great night for Mott. Oh, Trevor Bergman net-coded him. That's what it looks like. We're going to get a closer analysis to this one, and no contact made. Netcode is the cause of the first incident. I'm going to wiggle it down, and then netcode again. You can see, this one's actually a little bit further. 33 machine just gets popped out of line. 93, actually. Joseph Picciarello did not get touched. Neither did Corey Mott initially, but this is contact they both can't avoid. They're both spinning down the racetrack from there. Mellum involved. Corey Mott gets the worst of it. Mellum dives to the grass. The 93 machine also involved. 2 netcode-based incidents immediately follow one another. Joseph Picciarello gets through. Still got some damage on that truck. Gonna have to repair it shortly because it does appear that is going to be detrimental. Noticeable on that front end. He is still going. Corey Mott, though, I believe that is the end to his night. Patrick Gentner still on pit road. And we see that Terry Mellum has blown up on the front of pit road right now. Our former pole sitter, now currently 18th position, 2 laps down. Very few drivers have survived this event so far. Morris Marlowe back up front with Shane Wheeldon in second, lap 34.55. This race now starting to pace at a crawl. We've had 2 straight cautions before a lap of green flag action has proceeded in its entirety.
Yeah, and looking back at that wreck, I think even bar the netcode, they still would have made contact anyway because it still looked like he was going up the track. But a double whammy netcode is never what you want, especially at a super speedway. So his night is most definitely over. But as we continue to pace around once again, 98 just lining up behind the 19 and the 55 there. Bregman is there as well. But as we get rolling down the backstretch once again, we're getting ready to go green here in a couple of laps. Get ready to go green here soon. But even though it was netcode, based on how small it was, I think contact still would have been made either way. Or if not, it would have been the closest move I've ever seen with these guys here at Talladega so far. Lap 34.55, already starting to get near the end of this race. But as we continue to roll on, I believe, if I was to give fault to anybody, it'd have to be that I'd give fault to the 55 from going up from the top end of lane number 1 all the way to lane 3. But because it was netcode, there I also can't say much because, netcode just kind of flattens everything out. I have to say, maybe it was a racing incident, but if I had to, I'd lean more on the 55.
It is a racing incident as well, and Corey Mott incapable of catching a break, yet again involved in controversial issue. We only have 15 cars left in this hack. Joseph Picciarello appears to be the last of them. He is on the lead lap, but only just. The leaders are crawling just up the driver, the 93, and he seems to get the signal and go on as he does not want to be caught one down. Brian Tarnowski in 14th, Patrick Coro and Michael Overstreet, the 14th, 13th, 12 group. They are all just in the back of this pack of the Oversteer Motorsports guys. They still appear to be waiting this one out, as we have lost more than half of the field to incidents so far. One lap to green now. The 98 gonna have to go to the high side, and Morris Marlowe, your new leader, with Trevor Bergman in third position. The 55 machine with Devin Weaver in fourth, the 4 car, and Wesley Bolin in the top 5. James Mott down into 6th. Ethan Marlowe into 7th as Keith Hanlon has backed it down to 8th from the lead on the last restart, so losing quite a few spots, but in the end of the day, still up front. Ratliff 69 machine is in 9th, and that is Joshua Gathright in the 89 machine, pulling it up to 10th. Then there's the 105, the 39, the 91, the 28, and the 93. The 15 car lineup on the lead lap appear to be the final few drivers left in competition. But according to telemetry, Picciarolo down on power by almost 1,300 revs a minute. More than 1,300 revs a minute to be exact. He is down to 5,600. That is much slower than the pack. He is going to have to wait for some more cautions to even have a chance at competing for the victory now. Lap 35 of 55. We can only have so many more cautions before we get back to the action. Morris Marlowe, his car is still a little banged up on the rear end, but it is just enough to be manageable as Trevor Bergman on the inside as well. Shane Wheeldon, no teammate support for the rest of the night. He's got Devin Weaver on the outside line to make that lineup a launch as they can on the outside line just as the race. We get back to action. Lap 36 of 55 will be there. Very few of these guys who started this event are still in this one. It's become more of a survival of the fittest, and right now the fittest of them all is the 19 machine leading the way. What can he do? Keep his position. Top spot of event. Pace car gonna dive in once again, and we're gonna be going back to the action as soon as ever. 19 machine Morris Marlowe. And then there's Shane Wheeldon, who's gonna be able to get it done. We will find out. Marlowe slows it down actually and pulls it onto the infield. Confusing start. Whoa, what's going on? Shane Wheeldon does too.
We've got an interesting start here, so maybe the 19, it looks like he's picking up the pace now, so maybe he was given an EOL and wasn't made aware until the last moment. I doubt he's out of fuel because he started picking up the pace, but now 98 also dropped. Yeah, he's not out of fuel, he's still rolling again, so apparently maybe an EOL at the last given moment. But lap 36 of 55 are rolling once again. The 4 of Weaver over the field, and the 33 now leading. Takes the lead from the outside of turn number 3. Gets the move done. And as we enter in turn number 4, we're still wondering on how everything is going to pan out, but not quite sure on what happened there on the start. We're going to replay here soon, but it looked like the 19 was forced to go down below the yellow line to perhaps serve a penalty. I'm not sure what for. Maybe it was to, getting the elbow to drop back to the end of the field, but I figured you'd do that under caution, so I'm not quite sure what happened there at the start.
Now Shane Wheeldon, he was penalized as well, if that was a penalty, and he is still back up into second, but the leader is Joshua Gathright as the Picciarolo machine falling back to Morris Marlowe. But Marlowe's race might have just been ruined then and there. We're going to find out though, that Shane Wheeldon seems to have bounced back nicely. The 89 machine leads the 98 field. Third, it's a single file train up front. The majority of the cars seem to be still with it. The Overstreet machines, including Michael Overstreet and the Oversteer gang, are just in the back of the pack, trailing in case something will happen late. Perhaps Michael Overstreet can go for his 4th win of the season, but we see a 3rd race winner after 7 races. 2 drivers have split them dead even so far. Who's going to get the advantage? Will Overstreet be able to make it 4-3? Or the driver of the 89 here, Joshua Gathright, or any other driver, be able to make it happen against to dominate Michael Overstreet? We will find out. Season 1 been awfully tight when it comes to the competition in these events, but Wheeldon right now pushing the limit. See there, the 89 machine Gathright getting all of it. 98 gonna go over for fresh air just on top of the second line. Overstreet in the 12th position as it stands, now up to 10th. 98 still pushing as hard as ever. Trevor Bergman goes to the high side, tries to get a run, doesn't look like anything comes of it. 89 still leads the way, lap 39 of 55. The action to settle itself back in. It looks like we finally got into that point. Trevor Bergman ripping the high line, trying to make something happen, but it doesn't look like it has so far. Everyone's going to leave Joshua Gathright. The 89 machine held out to dry. Shane Wheeldon, your new race leader, and Wesley Bolin already growing impatient with the driver just in front of him.
All right, you are the 98 now leading the inside lane as someone goes up to the top side lane to try and get it done. He's riding side by side there for about 5th place. He drops back in line, trying to get the high side working, cannot get it done. As this race has been proved to get a race of attrition, as most leagues say, can we just get a clean lap? It looks like they're going to. Now we're going across the line to begin lap 90, not lap 90, lap 40 out of 55. Getting ready to begin the last 15 laps of this race. Man, time has flown by since we started this race. We now the 98 out in front, with the 33 just pushing him just behind, and the 69, 89, 105, 88, 55, 91, and the 39 of Overstreet just being the tail end of this group. So we've only got top 10 remaining out of a 24 field start. So clearly this race has been a race of attrition as they enter in turn at number 4. We're going to get ready to begin lap 41, which would mean 15 laps to go. 15 laps till the stripe. The 98 comes to the tri-oval once again to begin lap 41. We come across the line. He will lead lap 40. The 33 just behind as they try to get the top side running once again, dropping back in line. These guys are going to try and get that top side running to be aggressive with 15 laps to go. There goes the 69, goes up high out of turn number 2, tries to get it done. He has nobody with him because they all want to stay on the bottom lane. He's got a couple of trucks going with him, but now they fake down to the bottom once again. So we'll have to side draft the leaders, but as you can see, he's already dropping back. So it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Trying to get that outside lane working just doesn't look like it's going to happen.
That's unfortunately the case there, as the Michael Overstreet squad is here. They are 10th, 11th, and 12th, and they are the last 3 cars on this tail end of the pack. They're staying back right now, but they'll be able to charge at any moment. As you can see, these 3 are linked up, waiting to get to business. It's a single file ordeal right now when it comes to the front of the field, led by Shane Wheeldon. This is the fastest these trucks have gone all night long. At the pace of the field is, including the 98 machine of Shane Wheeldon. Almost every single driver here, except for the Overstreet squad, who are laying back right now, trying to make sure that they'll have enough to get to the end when it comes to not just fuel, but pace. They're going to have to make it happen at the end. Make it happen at all. Wheeldon's still your leader right now with 14 laps to go. Just behind, it's the 93, or rather the 33 is the 93 machine, not in the Wesley Bolin in the 33, the 93, unfortunately, nowhere to be seen. 1 lap down now. Joseph Picciarolo is. He's the first driver. 1 down. Looks like he got some of his repairs done, and he's waiting for the next caution to be the lucky dog driver and perhaps get back into winning contention. They go with the roar of these trucks with 13 laps remaining. We've got a new driver in third. It is John Cedric, the 105 machine. See there, the W machines of the 105 and the 89, making a good run of it when it comes to 3rd and 6th positions. They might be able to work together at the end of it, but as it stands, it looks like it's every man for himself. The majority of the teams have been wiped out, with the exception of the Oversteer Motorsports group. They are in the back of this pack, though, and still making charge if necessary. Fastest laps of the event being ran as we speak. This single file train, it's getting quicker and quicker each time by. 95 machine now up here. Are they going to go to the outside line? Looks like they will not, with the exception of Gathright. Laps to go. The Jack Daniels machine of James Mott fighting with Keith Hanlon here, 7th and 8th. And Marlowe is in ninth. Look at the oversteer gang are already starting to pick some off. First of which is going to be Ethan Marlowe, as they are already making their moves on the high side. Patrick Coro just to the back bumper of Overstreet. They both go high. Now 3 of them go this high. They're going to pass the one machine with style. Now they're going to back. They go all the way to the high side. Maybe not going to happen. Hanlon may get the support from these 3, but only for now. Looks like Hanlon might just be holding them all up. Now they're going to be passing James Mott easily on this high side. Looks like the oversteer again. 10 laps to go. Front drop machine leading this 3-car duel. These are the 3 fastest drivers on the racetrack now, I believe. Going through the back straightaway, they're going to still be side by side with James Mott, but only just side drafting, keeping him in motion. They're going to have to deal with Keith Hanlon. Slightly stalled. Inside line that they want to keep up. Out of camera, just a little bit paused out there. Nothing they can do with Hanlon right now as the 89 Joshua Gathright has dived in. He's going to dive to the inside line. Not going to happen this time by. The 88 still trying to keep up with him. Karnowski, he's going to dive to the inside himself. Looks like he deserved it in just a second. Patrick Coro still to the back bumper of Michael Overstreet. That group is not done yet. Oh, we got one around. That is the 105 machine. That's our next caution. 10 laps to go. Single car incident. He saves it. Yes, he does. Just about saves it again. The W machine still in this event. It's not over yet for the 95.
And once again, we have a car backwards down the back straightaway. A lot of cars backwards here at Talladega. Not happens often as you usually see the car up and over, doing a blowover, but no damage there on the 95. It looks like it just spun around, but odd to see so many cars backwards here at Talladega.
Bumper gets to him 3 times, and then he was out. Only driver involved. He is going to spin it around and get it saved. No contact. Looks like he just has to use some car control to keep it together. He keeps it straight the whole time around. Tires might be fried though, so you may as well just go in for another set. Joseph Picciarello's race is saved. So is Morris Marlowe. The penalty not going to deny him tonight if all goes well, and Picciarello going to be able to get a lap back. Looks like that is what he is doing right now. He is still at the full throttle. That 93 machine trying to chase back the pack. You see, every single angle of this truck is clean once again after quite a while where that was not the case. It is back. That 93 truck is going through the high banks of Talladega, Alabama. You can see him there just as blips on your screen. They're the fastest blips in this county. There goes the 93. Looks like we're going to have one last race on to pit road, if anything. Van camera showing we will. Shane Wheeldon's going to pull it in, and we only have 2 drivers that are going to stay out. Those are the 33 and 69 of Wesley Bolam and Jeremy Ratliff. Shane Wheeldon staying on the pit road. The Overstreet gang, they're going to stay on the track. That is for some track position. Boland coming down to the 8 laps to go signal. Caution flag still in effect. Wheeldon really win the race off pit road. We are going to find out Hanlon doesn't make it into a stall on time, but Wheeldon is on his way. Next up, it's going to be the 89 of Gathright. Then it's going to be the one machine of Morris Marlowe. Ethan Marlowe, not the same luck. James Mott, Bergman, then Keith Hanlon. They are all out. And Joseph Picciarello is now on the lead lap. So much time remains before this race will be concluded. And we're going to have just about 6 green flag laps. Get back at it. 93, the fastest truck on the track right now up to 166 miles an hour. That's about 20 miles an hour quicker than he was before with damage. So certainly improvement for the driver of the 93 machine. Here's the roll bar, here is the gyro cam. to move with the banking. You see the Exalta helmet there for the 93. It's been through a lot, and his truck has been through a lot as well. Looks like 14 cars still in this event. Let's see which one of these 14 is able to make it back the winner. 93 making it up to the field. 19 seconds back on Morris Marlowe as it stands. Trying to catch up to that 19 machine. This is already letting off. You see blips on the screen in turn 3. We're going to have one more lap of caution after this one. We'll get back to the action. Slowing it down still. Letting off. Knowing that he's going to make it nonetheless. A sigh of relief for the 93 machine, waiting so long to be so competitive. 14th position, in spite of the fact that he has been waiting it out for the majority of this event. Only got to get through more than just barely a dozen. Get this victory. He'll be lined up on the 7th row of the grid. 93 machine. Back there with Morris Marlowe now. Grid has already gotten to the start-finish line, and there they are right now, led by the iRacing pace truck, coming at the start-finish line quick as they can. That is your full field as it stands. Zooming back in, the Talladega start-finish line is in full screen. Our 14 cars that are going to battle for the victory with 7 laps to go. 6 laps of green flag action inside this event. The Alabama 150. You've gotten through a majority of it. Less than, I believe now, 15 miles of green flag action to go. The drivers in the Rush Trucks League. 33 machine. In the way. Just behind. 69 of Jeremy Ratliff with some front end damage. Besides that, looks like he's been able to keep the competitive spirit and keep the competitive truck he has had for the majority of the event. 14 concurrent viewers. We're going to go to the end, hopefully green. Either way, we hope you stick around to watch the finish. We are sure it's going to be an incredible one. 33 machine, the Toyota Tundra of Wesley Bowman, now up front. Been competitive all night, but not able to go all the way up front. He has his chance. Overstreet now in third with a cystic fibrosis foundation machinery. And his team is in 4th and 5th just behind him. It is now time to make it happen from Talladega. The pace truck of iRacing just in front of the field. The truck's gleaming with the light of the sun. It's a burning day in Alabama. It's a bright one as well. The virtual stands are packed. Let's see who's going to be able to finish this one off in style. The official base truck takes one last dive down to pit road. This hopefully is the last dive down. 33 machine of Wesley Boland leads them through. 69 damaged and all. He's not done tonight. Let's see what he can do to perhaps win his first race of the season, or will we see a 4-time winner already? Michael Overstreet is now in
green
the
flag,
race.
green flag.
Green one last time, hopefully, from Talladega with 6 laps to go. There they go, the 33 machine gets a rocket start now. It's Ratliff starting to get back up front. Chasing Boland. Will he go to the outside immediately? We are going to find out. It looks like these two are the ones that have ran away as the Overstreet gang is going to go up to the high side. Oversteer Motorsports. They are now over the top 5. They're 3 wide for the lead now. Overstreet going to take them. And it's still Wesley Boland leading the way on the inside line. But now Michael Overstreet leads the race for the first time tonight with 6 laps to go. He's showing up late, but he's here to get it done. Laps he has led. He's here for the final one. 91 machine is in the hunt now, but Shane Wheeldon looking to get his first victory. Trevor Bergman is as well. Every driver, with the exception of the current leader, has not won in this series. that is in its entirety, with the exception of our current race leader. That is the entire this series, with the exception of 2 drivers who have won. One has not shown up tonight. The other leads the event. Of course, that is Michael Overstreet with 5 laps to go. It's going to be all about who makes the move on the driver of the 39 machine to get one done. As it looks like right now, the team is supporting itself. Michael Overstreet. Oh, we got a wreck. That's going to be a big one. Overtime has been started. James Mott's involved. How about that? That is something else. Mott definitely in that one. Troy, that truck is going to be a 2-lap dash to the win. Whoever can get it done. James Mott actually seems to be in the back of this one. Let's see who's actually in the front of it. It seems that it was Trevor Bergman, Ethan Marlowe, and oh, Bergman turns Marlowe. And the 55. Oh, the 93. 93 might have just made it out with minimal damage. I'm not sure. The engine not blown on the 93, but it is blown on James Mott's machine. It is on Picciarello's as well. That is awful. Keith Hanlon, John Cedrich. The remainder of the field gets through, but we have 2 blown engines. Very, very late. 4 laps to go. Michael Overstreet leads the remainder of the field with Patrick Carro in 3rd, and Shane Wheeldon is in 3rd. Lee Bowling in. How about that? The driver of the 39 can only do so much. The leader got to do it one more time. But this time, it's going to be Shane Wheeldon on the outside, and he has the remainder of the field that's trying to get their first win just behind him. The field of first-time winner to bees might just team up with one another to make sure they get it done at the end of the day. We are going to find out whether or not that is the case. Overstreet. Remainder of this field far and away. Still with 2 laps to the green flag. 3 laps to go now. It's going to be 1 lap extended, a 56-lap event. We're going green on lap 55. So much time remains for these drivers. Hope to get their first wins in the Rush Truck League, or perhaps get their 4th. It is one or the other, as the majority of these drivers have not one win, but only one of them has won at all. And it is Michael Overstreet leading the way. He has won 3 races this season, more than half. Let's see whether or not he can do it again. Get that 4th victory, make him the all-time wins leader in this series by 1 victory over Taylor Morrissey. And if he does do that, I'm going to put him far and away in front of the championship hunt and perhaps lock it up a few rounds early. He is 200 points ahead of the 2nd position driver in the championship. And he is 250 points behind Morrissey. He was going to fall back even further for not entering this event.
Down the out. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Coach.
3 laps to go right now, Throttle. What are your thoughts?
Well, I was going to say down the Alabama super stretchback straightaway, not going any super speed as we're pacing here once again. That was supposed to be the final lap of the race. Lap 55 will now be the one of the overtime laps, as we're sitting under caution again for a vicious wreck into the outside wall involving the 55. We're under caution once again. We're going to have a green-white checkered to prove us the winner. And I believe we have 2 more overtime attempts if that one is not meted. So, again, under caution again here at Talladega Superspeedway. But as we're rolling through the tribal, I believe this is the final time we will before we go 1 lap to green. As you can see, the lights on the pace track are still on, meaning that we are not 1 to green. But as we cross the line, I believe we should be. But under caution again, I believe for the 8th time, as we are rolling around the tri-oval for a hard wreck into the outside wall involving the 55. But this is going to be a NASCAR green and white checkered overtime as we get ready to roll around, I believe, double file as we come across the line now. The lights on the pace truck are
now they appear to be off. We're going to show the pace car on your screen. They are off one last time. It's going to be a 2-lap shootout to decide the winner. Michael Overstreet, the 39 truck, with his teammate on the high side. Shane Wheeldon, though, going to try to put the bumper to the 39 early to perhaps get his first win in the series. Make a mark in Rush Trucks history as the third driver to get it done. Only 2 drivers have won in 7 races of competition so far. 3 races won by Caleb Morrissey. 3 races won by Michael Overstreet. This is our 7th race. Time to write yet another chapter in the history of this league. We go down the back straightaway with the pace car one last time. It's going to be one more lap until we get to the last of this event. No matter what, we still have 2 more chances at a caution. And from there, it's win or go home. But I'd say right now that is still the case, as it is only a crowd of now 11 drivers on the top this lead lap, and Joseph Picciarello is going to be showing up. Looks like he just has the speed to catch up to the back of the pack. Keith Hanlon is in 10th. It's going to be 10 cars realistically going for the victory, with Joseph Picciarello's ailed 93 machine in the 11th spot. That is definitely more than half of the field. Now we are down to the final 10. Find out who is going to get it done. iRacing pace truck going to dive in. Picciarello has joined the frame, but unfortunately, his damage means he will not be going much of anywhere when it comes to the battle for the lead pack. Michael Overstreet, Patrick Coro, the Oversteer Motorsports gang, first and second. And for the first overtime attempt of the night, we are now green for Talladega.
As we go green once again, the 39 of Overstreet leading that inside lane. The field not as spread as I thought would be after all the leaders here have gone for the wide field spread approach. The 39 of Overstreet leading into turns 1 and 2. The 91 just behind. They're already starting to get pushed by the 98 of the Hurricane Esports truck. They're going to try and send it too wide down the back. I'm calling it. Watch. They're going to go to the high side or go low. It depends on what the 39 of Overstreet does. 2 laps to go. Going to be white flag if they make it. We've already got shifting around to the back of the pack, and it looked like they were about to wreck, but it didn't. They saved it. The 91 now pushing the 39 hard as we enter turns 3 and 4. We can make it through. They make it to the white flag.
And this might just be the final time around when it comes to the chance at a caution. Everyone's wiggling. The 89 machine is pushing hard for Wheeldon, but the Oversteer Motorsports guys, they still have the lead. Coming down to the front straightaway. Once again, final lap of this event, led by the Oversteer guys, but the first time winner chance.
They made it to the white flag as we go into turn to the right too. This is going to be an exciting battle for the lead. Who will it be at the line? Already exiting turns 1 and 2, going down the Alabama, going super stretch back straightaway. As the cars fly by, we're too wide for the lead. It looks like the 39 of Overstreet has it held, but if the outside lane gets a big run out of 3 and 4, there's almost no chance he does unless it does Logano-style lane blocking. The 98 gets a run around the outside of 3 and 4. Already starting to head towards the trial, but we get ready.
We got 2 in the wall, almost. They saved it. And now this is the run to the start-finish line. Who's going to get it done? Overstreet on the high side. He has the momentum from the inside line. They're shuffling all around. It looks like it's going to be
the back. The 98, I believe the 98 will cross the line, the start-finish line. And the 98, the Hurricane Esports will come across the line to steal it in the tri-oval. He will be our Rush Truck Series Alabama 150 Talladega winner.
And how about that first win for Shane Wheeldon in the Rush Trucks League? He got it done against the best of the best. Gaswright in 3rd, Patrick Coro 4th, Ratner 5th, and Tarnowski in 6th. How about a 40-second replay to show you that finish? You can see already some action. The middle of the pack. The 33 Wesley Bolin, too aggressive for his own good there. And takes out Tarnowski and Keith Hanlon machine. this is where it happened. And Caleb Morrissey saying it was a good finish, and that is certainly the case. This is super slow-mo. We're going to pull the best camera angle possible. A little bit closer here to the drivers, and you can see just getting the run thanks to the work of the 89 machine. They came darting down to the start-finish line, and the high line prevailed. Toro got a little loose. I think that's what gave Shane Wheeldon the chance at the victory. Getting it done. The Hurricane Esports machine does. Coming down to the start-finish line, this is how it looked. Just in a little bit of a slower motion. You can see Overstreet was disconnected by the time they got there. Either way, that's how it ended. Wheeldon now burning it down. Celebrating his first victory in this series. Rightfully so. He is your winner for the Alabama 150, and he is still going at it right. Wheeldon, the 89 machine of Joshua Gath right there, just beside him. Looks like these two are going to come up to one another. Just touch for just a moment. Shane Wheeldon in the 98 in the waiting room. So a first-time winner in the series. It's the first time for any driver, not in the 39 or 2, to get it done. Third winner of the series. 7 races deep. You got it done at the last moment. Shane Wheeldon, how you feeling?
Oh man, nerves. Thank you to Joshua Gaithright, Wesley Bolin, Patrick Genter. Just the whole race, we all just worked together. It's just amazing just to have people like that work with you, and have Michael Overstreet, race you clean. He's a great racer, and we just duked it out there at the end. It was awesome.
Absolutely awesome to watch on the high side. That looks like where you got the momentum. Do you think the momentum there was the deciding factor? Or was the pusher behind you of Joshua Gaithright?
It's a little bit both. You get that on the outside, that momentum carries it, and you get that pusher combined. You have a fighting chance. That trial was really fast, and just to be in that position is just amazing.
Absolutely an amazing position to be in, and you got it done at the end of the day. And now that you got the first win underway, what is the game plan for the remainder of the season? As Bristol, the next event in the tour.
Man, yeah, you got some tracks coming up that just got to survive at and try to save as many points as possible. And there's going to be tracks I'm going to be really strong at, and just got to take advantage of that and capitalize. And just wish Patrick Ginter could have finished the race out and been here with us. So.
Absolutely, team racing seemed to be the highlight of the first half. But when you lost the 99 machine, what was the thought in your mind when it came to finishing this race out?
Well, we were working with Wesley Bull in the 33 and his guys, so we had an affiliation going for the night, so we had a little game plan. And then Joshua was just a bonus. The 89 was just a bonus.
Absolutely right about that. Got that bonus run, and that is, at the end of the day, one of the things that helped you settle the score and get your first win in the Alabama 150. Shane Wheeldon, the 98 machine, we thank you for your time.
Hey, thank you.
That is our winner for tonight's event. And how about the driver of the 39 machine right there, side by side at the line? Michael Overstreet, how you feeling after this event?
Yeah, it was all right. I had an opportunity I was telling Joshua, I had an opportunity to block that run going into turn 3. But I was committed to my teammate, and he got me a little bit squirrely on exit. I think that's, for the most part, what did it, but it's all good. I think I was the only one tonight that finished with a 0x, so we'll take that. And unfortunately, my championship rival wasn't here tonight. Shout out to Caleb, man, I missed you on track. But I think that pretty much just sealed the deal for me, so long as I can make the last 3 races.
Looks like you have a major points advantage right now. I believe it's in excess of 250 points on even second position right now, Tanner Speakman. So really not much more can be done when it comes to your championship run. All but locked up. We'll see by Bristol, though, correct?
Oh yeah. Well, Bristol, I'm a good short track racer. So long as I can stay out of trouble there, which 9 times out of 10 is easier said than done. Um, we'll see what we can do. I'll be happy if I even get second. So, but yeah, I think if we wouldn't have gotten split up there, we would probably had a 1-2-3 finish there, or close to it. But it's all good. It was if I couldn't win it, it was nice to see somebody else other than myself or Caleb win it. So just shows that we are human. we are defeatable.
How about that? It was still a good run at the end of the day, getting second position, putting on yet another load of points to your incredible points lead so far. We'll see how the remainder of the season goes. If it goes anything like the first half and then some, it's going to be one championship member. Michael Overstreet, thank you for your time.
Thank you much.
Now for the driver who finished in third position, getting it done at the end of the day as the pusher for the winner of Shane Wheeldon. How'd you feel at the end of the day when you were there at the end? Or do you think you could have done anything to get it done for yourself?
Absolutely not. I was destroyed. I had damage, and Shane is one of the first people we ever met when we hopped on iRacing. So we went ahead and talked to Shane, and we told him we were going to push him to the win, and that's exactly what we did.
Absolutely. Got it done when it came to the pushing, and you think going to the high side was the most beneficial factor. It just come down to being linked up further than the drivers of Michael Overstreet and Patrick Coral.
Well, I know Michael and Patrick race together quite often, but I think that top side, man, the momentum you get it coming out of turn 4 and through the dog leg, it's a lot better on the top side. So top side all day long.
Absolutely using the momentum to your advantage, and in spite of the damage that you speak of, you were still able to get a good finish, keeping it up in the draft and surviving the chaos of this event when it was a little bit of a back-to-back caution sequence, still coming out with a good finish. How do you feel for the remainder of these events, including Bristol, which is next weekend?
I'm excited and hopeful, man. Bristol's you might as well throw marbles in a blender and hope for the best. We'll see how it goes, but we're gonna be there and we're gonna have a good time with it. So
absolutely getting a podium finish out of tonight, almost getting second there, even as the pusher. You made a good run of it at the end of the day, getting the team effort together. It's Joshua Gathright in the 89 machine. Thank you for your time.
You too, sir. Thank you.
That is our podium procedure, and that is our final interview of the night. How about that? We're going to go show you the race results for this event. See how they rack up, because it was quite the exciting one overall. Shane Wheeldon wins over Michael Overstreet and Joshua Gathright in the third position. Then it was Patrick Coral and Jeremy Ratliff in the fifth spot, followed by Keith Hanlon, Morris Marlowe, John Cedrich, and Joseph Picciarello in 10th. Then it's going to be just behind them, Wesley Ballin, and then James Mott, Trevor Bergman, Ethan Marlowe, Devin Weaver, William Kelly, Corey Mott, Jason Miz, Terry Mullum, and Juan Bayo in 20th position. Followed by that, it is going to be the 99 machine of Patrick Gentner, Sean Robinson, and Shay Derriman in the 23rd spot, with Andrew Schroeder, the last driver to retire on track, and Tanner Speakman not taking the grid due to internet constraints. And that is going to end our weekend of racing. We saw the IORA season finale, an incredible one where James Thurston got his first championship, but we still have drivers hoping to get an interview. And how about the driver of the 48 machine, Andrew Schroeder, unfortunately not able to get it done tonight and bowing out a little early. How'd the race go for you?
Terrible. Terrible. I was just coming to tell Shane congratulations, but yeah, it went terrible. Terrible race for me.
That's
Wish it
short
would've been
and short.
Very short.
Absolutely very short race, unfortunately. But how do you feel about next week at Bristol?
Oh, Bristol's not a good track for me, but we're gonna practice. We're gonna practice all week.
That is great to hear. The New York Yankees machine always pulling out the New York sports teams. Do we expect to see a basketball or hockey team next?
No. Nope, just football and baseball.
Well, how about that? Still, either way, pulling out the New York representation. And as a New Yorker myself, I appreciate it, and always fun to see. Hope next week goes better. Andrew Schroeder, the 48 machine, we thank you for your time.
Thanks, bud.
That appears to be our final interview, so we're going to wrap up the stream as it is. Next week, we'll be at Bristol Motor Speedway. It's going to be a Sunday showdown under the lights of the virtual Bristol, Tennessee I hope that the last great Coliseum presents some great racing to you all. Thank every single one of you for stopping by tonight, and hope you enjoyed the presentation. We will be back next week with more action. Thank you all for stopping by. We're going to be concluding this stream now, and we hope you enjoy our future presentations. We hope to see you back whenever those future presentations begin. Thank you all. Hope you enjoyed the stream.